Hello and welcome back to your favorite learning channel. In today's video we are going to learn or understand important guidance put out by USFDA. It is still a draft guidance and it is on pre-launch activities importation request, which is called PLAIR. So first question is, can unapproved drug be imported in US? So, US FDA do not permit import of unapproved drug under section 505A of FD&C Act. However, in certain cases US FDA has allowed to import the drugs or drug products which are very close to the approval, and therefore the US FDA has put out formal procedure for that, and this is called the pre-launch activities importation request, PLAIR. So only and only when the PLAIR application is approved, the unapproved drug product can be imported. So what information is required or what information is provided in this guidance? So the guidance is divided in three parts. The first part talks about the requirements for submitting an application. So it talks about when a drug product is eligible for PLAIR application, what should be included in the application, when one can submit the PLAIR application, how should it be submitted. So obviously it is electronic submission. And what actions will FDA take on a PLAIR? So after application, what are the actions taken by FDA? So then the guidance also talks about the importation procedure under a PLAIR. So after approval of PLAIR, so what is the procedure for importation of the drugs that has been laid out in the guidance. And finally, the guidance also talks about the steps to be taken once the final approval is received for the ANDA or BLA application. Hope you know ANDA as well as ANDA, and the BLA is Biological Licensing Agreement, which is applicable for biosimilar drugs. So we'll understand few things. When a drug product is eligible for PLAIR, so as per guidance, only the drug product which require minimal further processing such as packaging or labeling in the US can be imported, or the drug product should be in the final package form, and then only the PLAIR can be granted. This means that you cannot import an intermediate through the PLAIR application. When should be PLAIR submitted? So as per guidance, so at least 30 days prior to the proposed arrival of the shipment. This is the minimum requirement. Because FDA also need time to process the PLAIR application, and that's why if you are intended to if your shipment is intended to reach in the US, you should submit the application at least 30 days prior to that, and you should not submit the application more than 60 days before the GDUFA goal date for the review completion of the product. If you submit application more than 60 days, it may get rejected. So here there are some reasons why the PLAIR application may get rejected. If your facility is non-compliant, the import alert or major objections are issued, then the PLAIR can be rejected. If there are major objection or queries in the submitted NDA or BLA application, then the PLAIR can be rejected. If the complete information is not available in the PLAIR application, still the application may get rejected. And if you file a PLAIR more than 60 days before the GDUPA goal date, the application can be rejected. Then FDA also provided contacts for any questions on the guidance. So you can contact the CDR Office of Compliance as well as the Division of Import Operations for more clarity on the guidance or the importation procedure. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe.